Back with us now, former economic advisor to President Trump, Steve Moore. Steve, so, the Democrats in the White House are all about transparency, right? That's what they say. We've got a new report. Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez has up to $50,000 in student loan debt. Fellow squad member Representative Rashida Tlaib owes more than $100,000 for her law degree. So how come they're not talking about that as they demand President Biden do a student loan bailout?
Well, these are perfect people for Congress, right, Liz? Because they don't pay their bills, just like Washington doesn't pay its bills. But, when I heard this story, I just was so outraged by it because it sounds so self-serving, right? That these members of Congress would want to forgive debt and have taxpayers, of course, pay for it. And guess who's going to line up and get the benefit from that? AOC and other members of Congress. So I find it to be outrageous. And by the way, I think that the American taxpayers and the people in these districts would find it pretty outrageous as well.
Well, when you go through it, Biden's, the original bailout, it would forgive up to something like $20,000 student loan debt. If you make under $125,000, they earn, I think, about $174,000. But maybe that's why they're pushing for a bigger bailout, We don't know.
It's a great point, Liz. Members of Congress are very well paid, and so they're making well average over the average. They're probably in the top 1% of income, and they want bailouts on their student loans. What's wrong with that picture?
So let's turn to the economy, because we had the White House celebrating the Inflation Reduction Act 1-year anniversary as inflation is double-digit compounded under Biden. Nancy Pelosi saying to the nation, just celebrate this as now climate spending. So they're, all day long they were tamping down any discussion of grocery bills and inflation on the kitchen table. And now the rhetoric and the narrative has changed, Steve. It's about climate spending. You're about to meet with former President Trump in Bedminster. What's the take over there about all this?
I think that, we're having dinner tonight with the president. Actually, Larry Kudlow is here as well. And I think the takeaway is, look, Joe Biden sounds so out of touch with the American people, doesn't he, Liz, when he talks about how well the economy is doing, when people can't afford their groceries, when people can't afford to fill up their gas tank, when we're running a $32 trillion national debt, when our border is out of control. So I think the president just seems to be a little bit detached. And of course, Washington, D.C. is the one area of the country that's doing well, not so much in real America on Main Street.
You know what was really stunning? CBO Director Philip Swagel said today, that basically he's joining the San Francisco Fed and the Chicago Fed, saying, government spending, overspending is fueling inflation, period, full stop. But you had Neera Tanden, White House spokesperson, basically saying, I don't want to talk about grocery bills. When a reporter asked, she's like, I'm going to talk about prescription drugs. You know what I mean? They can't blame Trump anymore. They're just trying to, it's like fighting with a flock of seagulls over your head dealing with this White House.
Right. And here's the thing, Liz. If you look at grocery bills, gas bills, rent bills, mortgage bills, electric utility bills, the thing that people have to pay every week or every month, those are up far faster than the official inflation rate. So people are feeling incredibly financially pinched by the Biden policies.
Steve, we got to leave it there.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.